I've been campaigning for you to win MVP for a long time, okay? For half the year. And the way I tried to illustrate this and to paint this picture for people was by using a jet ski. So it's a long story, but just stay with me, you'll figure it out. It started off at the beginning of the year with Russell Wilson actually on the front of the jet ski. Remember, he was the guy. He was the clear-cut leader. And then all of a sudden he started throwing interceptions. And then here come Patrick Mahomes. Here come Aaron Rodgers. You know when you go on vacation, Derrick, and you put your little deodorant on and your Old Spice cologne? What happens? Everybody starts fighting. No, it's my turn to ride the jet ski. It's my turn to lead. So you had those guys going back and forth. And then halfway through the year, you just started coming out, stiff-arming people left and right, 150 yards here, 200 yards there. It was amazing. And then we start talking about other guys, and I was like, look, Derrick Henry, we got to have this discussion. So I had this as the illustration going into week 16. But my whole point, Derrick, was this.
Let's go.
If this guy goes over 2,000 yards, he has to be the MVP because it's a rare feat. There's only been 2 guys in the history of the NFL that's gone for over 2,000 yards plus 15 touchdowns. So after you went for it, this was the illustration. So I got 2 questions for you. 1, how do you feel about the illustration? And 2, do you feel like it'll be a snub if you don't win the MVP?
Well, I love the illustration. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a Florida boy anyway. I appreciate the support, and you campaigned for me. And it's hard to say as far as being snubbed because I feel like Aaron Rodgers had a great year. So I mean, he's definitely well deserving for it. If I don't get it, hopefully I can take home some award. But I definitely appreciate the campaign. I think it's pretty cool and appreciate the support.
Okay, see, now you're giving me the current player talk. See, we're trained. We go through media training every year. Take the high road. Say what we're supposed to say. Derrick, this is your opportunity to change history, make history. Do you believe that we should rethink the MVP award? Like, how are you a running back, go for 2,000 yards, and you don't get the MVP? So I really got to push back on you right now, and I want to get your honest opinion on this whole MVP award because it seems like it's a quarterback award.
Yeah, I mean, I think you put it right on the head. It's a QB award. It's a passing league nowadays. So I don't think the running back gets much credit in the league nowadays as far as rushing and touchdowns. It's more of quarterback if he's consistent and playing at a high level throughout the year and consistent in his play. Then I think just right there on the platter for the quarterback to win it. Do I think I have a chance to win it? Maybe a little bit, but as long as the quarterback's playing at a high level, then they always gonna get the first hand to it.
Well, so Derrick, this is interesting because the reason it's turned into a quarterback award is because the vast majority of teams go as their quarterback goes. That is not the case in Tennessee. And Tannehill, by the way, since he's taken over, has been exceptional. But you are the engine that has made that team go for the last 2 seasons. And we talked to you last year when you were the best running back in football. And shortly after we talked to you, you got a very well-deserved contract extension. But there were a lot of folks, particularly folks in the analytics community, of which I dabble in, saying, as great as Derrick Henry was, what are the odds he can duplicate it? It's a tough position, a lot of wear and tear. Paying running backs hasn't worked out. You didn't duplicate it. You improved on it by 33%. You went from 1,500 to 2,000 yards. You scored more touchdowns. You were even more dynamic, and you seem to be single-handedly almost keeping alive the big running back contract. So my question to you would be what do you think led to your otherworldly success this year? And have you heard from other running backs saying, man, we need you. We need you to show that paying a running back can be the right decision?
I think I want to, be better than I was the year before. Always focus on that. Always coming back and being better than I was the year before. That's I've always been. It's never good enough. Always staying hungry, never being complacent, no matter how much success I have. And and that's how it always is. And contract or not, I'm gonna go out there and try to do my best each and every day and on any given Sunday. And when I got the contract and, I was having success this year, a lot of guys reached out just saying, man, keep balling and keep holding it down for us. I know a couple guys up for contracts, but a lot of them reached out. They tried to devalue us running backs, but we just got to keep on balling, keep our head down and keep doing our job and, let them keep talking.
All right, Derrick, first of all, beautiful throne. Just a word of advice. Maybe that can come to the Titans sideline, so when the defense is on the field and everyone else sitting on the bench, you sit on the throne. I think it would be more comfortable and give you more rest, and it's where you rightfully belong. Question I have for you is this. Basketball, we hear a lot about guys making business decisions, like Giannis is coming down the lane about to dunk. People get out of the way, like, oh, business decision, smart move not to get dunked on. The stiff arms that you delivered this year made me think, you know what? If I was a defensive player, I would have to be thinking about getting stiff-armed, not only dropped on the field, but dropped all over my social media feed. It would actually change the way that I would approach tackling you. Do you feel like the stiff arm is one part an effective tool and one part a tool of intimidation to defensive players?
Well, I do know, now that I've used it, a lot, and, I guess you could say the highlights from it, that's probably the main thing that our defense focus on is, my stiff arms. I can tell whenever I play each team that when I approach a defensive player, they're already waiting for it. They already got their hands up trying to break it down. So it definitely has been effective, and people notice it in the league, and they prepare for it, get ready for it.
All right, Derrick, I'm going to piggyback. Love the throne. It's going in my next contract. 2, I wonder if you use the stiff arm anywhere other than the football field. Like, is it applicable to real life? And 3, more importantly, back-to-back seasons now where you've played great and your team's come up just short of the big game. I'm just wondering if there's something you can put your finger on as to what pushes and what propels maybe you guys to just take it that extra little mile to get you guys back, getting ready to play this week.
I think it's just, us just playing better when it all comes down to it, all collectively from, from the whole team, with just being better. And, I guess just using this season as we came up short, we won the division, which you haven't won in a while, and, lost in the wild card round, and, just using that as motivation, coming back hungry. Last year, making to the AFC Championship, and this year just getting knocked out in the first round. So, all you can do is just use it as fuel, motivation, and just come back hungry, with the new assets we have to our team and the people that's returning. So, just be hungry, ready to come to work, and hopefully and willingly make it to the Super Bowl next year.
Well, it always starts with the leader. It always starts at the top. Talk to me a little bit about Coach Vrabel. 2 things here, and give me the inside scoop. The beef between y'all and the Baltimore Ravens, y'all going to the logo, dancing, doing all of that. Was that something that was intentional? I felt like, Coach Vrabel said, go do that because I'm throwing my guys in a fight, and you guys are going to have to respond. So I want a little insight there, and then also talk to me about Coach Vrabel and what makes him special, if he is special, because a lot of people feel like he's a next-level coach.
Yeah, as far as the logo thing, we actually been doing that since I got here in 2016, and that's just something that, that we always done, and probably before I even got here, just breaking it down in the middle of the field, on the logo. We actually do it at home, and we did it last year when we played them in the playoffs, and it was never a big deal. So I guess, I don't know if they didn't come out when we did that time in the playoffs. And then we did it again when we played them this year. I'm being dead serious. Like, no lie. We've been doing it since I got here. We've been doing it. I promise you, that was a big discussion whenever that whole thing occurred. That we've been doing that the whole year. If you look at us, we come out, we do it on everybody's field. We've been doing it since I got here. Every game. And then they made it, I guess, going into a big deal. I'm being dead. This is
Nick Wright.
This is a true story.
Nick Wright blew it up.
Yeah.
Whoever blew it up, that's what it made it to the big logo thing, and that's how it translated to us disrespecting their logo. But we've been doing it since I got here. It ain't never been like us disrespecting us. That's how we break it down in the middle of the field. That's what we always done. But as far as Coach Vrabel is a great coach. He's hands-on. He gets in drills with us. He's played the game at a high level, played for a lot of years, so we respect him. Does anything he can to motivate us. We just know that, when it comes down to it, he'll do anything to put us in the best position to go out there and win games. And, we respect him, love him as a coach, and, he's doing a great job for us. And, anytime in practice, if he has to get in the drill or anything, especially me doing a stiff arm, or if I need to, make a move or just do anything with, any position, he's always willing to get in and, help us out at any time.
I want to get some of your insight on this year's Super Bowl, Derrick. You have some familiarity with the Chiefs. You guys actually beat the Chiefs. They've won 25 out of 26. That streak started, with dates to win. You guys beat them last November. And then obviously in the AFC Championship game, you guys are up double digits, and the Chiefs end up coming back and going to the Super Bowl. I want to ask you about both sides of the ball for the Chiefs. Does the opposing team's offense feel pressure because they know the Chiefs' offense are on the other side? And then on the defensive side of the ball, do you think the Chiefs' defense is better than it gets credit for nationally when it feels like the discussion is only about Mahomes and the weapons?
I don't really say it's pressure as far as the offense, but I think you just know you have to be efficient because we know they can score a lot of points and they can, score at any moment or, anywhere on the field by the playmakers they have. They've been doing it since, I think, Mahomes took over, the type of quarterback he is and the type of receivers and playmakers that they have. And, it's been showing for the last 3 years. But their defense, I think they do a great job of, rallying off each other. And when it's crunch time, I think their defense, they step up. They make plays to be able to put them in a position to win. So I think, their defense don't get a lot of credit as they should, because, they're the reason. You got to play good defense to make it to the Super Bowl, especially back-to-back years. So their defense has been playing very good. And, when it's crunch time, they deliver.
Derrick, give us a winner before we say goodbye to you.
Oh, Chiefs. AFC. Second reigning champs.
Smart man.
There you go.
Smart man.
You just made me very happy.
Also didn't dance on the Chiefs logo. Smart.
Thank you so much, Derrick, for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. This was fun. I say keep the chair and bring it wherever you go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.